So I want to just take a moment to honour you, Lisa, because you've travelled so far and you've gone so well, and just to be able to give a note of inspiration for other women who are thinking about working with me or have been working with me, because I think you're a real beacon of light to show women what's possible.
When we first met, I was in a place of a breakup and still am seeing a psychologist for many years. And I've had my fair share of trauma. My husband died a couple of years prior to when we met through fairly tragic circumstances. And I just felt that I was going through the motions and doing psychology appointments, which were helpful, but I didn't feel that I was getting better. And I just felt I would try something a little bit different, a little bit outside of my comfort zone, like coming on the retreat with you, Nikki. And I was a little bit hesitant because it was something completely different. And that retreat in Mullaney with you and some other beautiful like-minded women was quite life-changing for me, actually. It opened my eyes just to a different, and my heart really, to a different way of seeing the world, and knowing it was okay to not be okay. It's comforting to know that there are other people around you that have gone through similar things. Since then, quite a few epiphanies, not just on the retreat. Put a lot of time and energy and effort into giving myself grace, understanding who I am at this stage in my life and not necessarily like who I always have been, because we evolve and change as we go through life and our experiences. So I'm in a place now where I'm very happy. I've got a fantastic life. I've got beautiful people around me. And since knowing you, Nikki, and the retreat, well, you have to put yourself first some of the time, because if you don't, there's nothing left in your cup to give to anyone else. And as an individual is just as important, if not more important than your loved ones even around you. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that, Lisa. And so I recall from our first conversations back in May 24, and like you've already touched on it, being in a place where, life is a challenge. And yes, you're doing all the things, you're seeing a psychologist and you're ticking the boxes, but there are some times where we need to step out of the story and to be able to find some strategies that can actually give us some forward momentum. And so from being in that place, feeling a bit stuck and maybe, like you say, overthinking, I've really watched you flourish. And even this year, noticing that, like, you've gone traveling by yourself, you've had amazing trips, you've met great people. What are the things that are in your life currently that you love as a result of your transformation in implementing all of the things that I teach?
Most of my life tends to revolve around travel, which I think by stepping out and doing, solo travel, by having the confidence to do that alone and just throwing yourself in, and you don't know if you're going to be okay or not. But if you're not feeling comfortable in any situation, know that you can always remove yourself from that situation, and that these are the boundaries that I have within myself, and that I can just flow in and out of a situation as best as I see fit. And it's being kind to yourself as well, though, and just knowing yourself as a person and what you like and what you don't like. And some of the most joyous times I've had is just being alone on top of a mountain or in a situation that it's just like, wow, look where you are and look how magnificent the world is. It's just taking those moments to pause and giving yourself that quietness, letting that surround you, just to go, okay, just breathe it in for a moment and appreciate what you have, because we've all gone through trials and tribulations and trauma of some degree, but life's amazing. So I prioritize those moments for myself now. And my quite small circle knows that about me and loves that about me now, because I'm not nice when I'm not in the mood. So
I love
I give
that.
myself those moments.
Yeah, I love that. And what I've observed in you is the confidence to do something that's outside your comfort zone, knowing that you can change it if it's not working. What I've observed in you is you're able to step into kindness and grace towards yourself. Like, if we have a bit of a bad day, that's okay. I'm allowed to implement this, shut the door or go for a walk or be in nature, whatever it is that's your choice. So implementing kindness towards yourself, grace toward yourself, at the same time as stepping forward with confidence and stepping outside your comfort zone and following the things that you actually want to do for yourself in your life. And all of us have the different things that we want to do. And for you, it's travel. And I've just watched you go to every country in the world, and I'm watching your Facebook thinking, she's in another country. It's beautiful. But I love that confidence in you. So if you were to share maybe one or two of the key things that you've learnt from retreat that you've implemented that's made a change for you, or maybe not just from a retreat, but from us working together for the last year, is there anything else that you think, I've actually implemented that and that's really helped me?
I think it is just taking those moments just to pause and to breathe. My anxiety levels are a lot more manageable now than what they ever were, but taking those moments just to pause and to reflect on where you've come from and where you are now. Actually knowing when you are having those moments and not just sort of reacting, but going, okay, this is happening within myself now. I'm just going to stop. Just removing yourself from that moment and that situation. But now I recognize patterns in my own behavior a lot better than once I was once able to do. That's been a massive takeaway.
That reflection on what's my behavior, because so often we operate in reaction space without actually really recognizing what's going on inside. And then once I recognize, then I can do something to shift it. But it takes that internal reflection and the coaching guidance to be able to see that sometimes. I love these shares. Thank you, Lisa. The last question that I have, if you were to talk to another woman who was sitting on the fence about either coming to a retreat or doing some of the coaching with me, what would you say to her?
I would say to put your expectations and societal expectations, aside, and try something different and put yourself first for a change anyway, and learn different things about ourselves as we age that we may or may not like so much, but giving yourself that time to be with kind, like-minded, generous people, like other women that are on the retreat, that's great. And it's a very safe space. Everyone's freaked out. Everyone's a little bit, oh my gosh, are we going to be hugging each other and chanting? It's not like that. There's a little bit of woo-woo, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, great. I love that.
It's just a safe space, and put yourself first and give yourself the opportunity to grow and to learn, because it's been so beneficial for me.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much, Lisa.